Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In today's video, I got something that I guarantee you guys are going to love, especially if you're a DeMar Derozan fan. We're going to be talking about DeMar's future, talking about some possible teams that he might be joining this summer. When talking about this year's free agency, DeMar Derozan is one of the most popular free agents that could simply join any team. So if you're a big DeMar fan and you want him on your squad, watch the video. He potentially could be. But quickly before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and you love basketball, welcome to Easy Buckets. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. It would help us the channel a lot. Just one more thing, guys, if you guys want daily basketball highlights, news, and updates, go check out my Instagram account, easy.buckets. I post daily there. You guys don't want to miss out what's going on in the NBA. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about DeMar Derozan.
That's what it's all about, you know. When you have experience, years in this league, you got to be able to go out there and set the tone and have, you know, younger guys follow behind you, whatever that may be. So for us to, you know, go out and do whatever needs to be done for us to pull out a game, you know, kind of make that, you know, something we all lean on from top to bottom. It shows, you know, the young guys gonna bring the energy, and we gotta bring it as well.
DeMar Derozan is one of those NBA All-Stars that I simply want to see in a better team. After being traded from the Raptors to the Spurs, DeMar Derozan has spent the last 3 seasons in San Antonio. In the past 3 years, DeMar Derozan has not made the NBA All-Star game. A lot of it has to do because the Spurs aren't that competitive anymore. But when talking about DeMar Derozan's future, I do believe this summer it's going to matter a lot depending on what he wants to do with his career. In this upcoming offseason and free agency, DeMar will be entering the summer as a UFA, an unrestricted free agent, which means he can sign with any NBA team. DeMar Derozan is 31 this year. He's still in his prime, and I do believe he's one of the best free agents that will be available in the 2021 free agent market. And oh boy, the DeMar Derozan free agency rumors have already began. This is the biggest report we got so far. DeMar Derozan plans to take a wide open approach when it comes to free agency per report. Derozan spent the past 3 seasons with the San Antonio Spurs. From this report alone and this title, it means DeMar Derozan will be looking at all of his options. After opting into his final year of his contract last season with the San Antonio Spurs, DeMar has comfortably and publicly said that he has no plans to resign, and that's why I do believe DeMar will be wearing a new jersey. This is a big report. Read this. A source with knowledge of Derozan's outlook said he'll be taking a wide open approach to free agency in terms of possible landing spots. But after these past 3 seasons in San Antonio, where he was asked to sacrifice a lot on the scoring front and evolved as a playmaker in the process, the master of the mid-range has put himself in prime position to take advantage of this well-earned reputation as a more versatile offensive threat. Whatever team that ultimately signs Derozan, they'll be getting a bona fide superstar. For this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 NBA teams that I believe would be great spots for DeMar. From what we are hearing, these 5 teams I'm talking about today have already been linked to DeMar, whether it comes to him being interested or them wanting him. The first team on this list is the Los Angeles Lakers, and DeMar joining LeBron James and Anthony Davis. This has been a very popular rumor now. 5 years ago, when DeMar Derozan entered free agency, the Los Angeles Lakers were one of the favorite teams to land him, but DeMar ultimately chose to re-sign with the Raptors. A big reason why DeMar is heavily being linked to the Lakers is because his hometown is LA. If an NBA player gets the opportunity to play for the city he grew up in, they're gonna take that chance. And with DeMar Derozan having 0 NBA championships, 0 NBA final appearances, who are one of the best teams in the NBA, it would simply be great for DeMar Derozan's career. After DeMar heard that the Lakers were actually interested in him, this is what he said. So to be wanted by a championship team that just came off a championship, To see that, how could you not feel some type of way? Especially me, being from LA, it's like, damn, my hometown want me? They just came off a championship and they want me? It's definitely crazy to be able to see that, DeMar Derozan said. He sounded a lot more interested in joining the Lakers last offseason than he did in the past. And with the Lakers re-signing LeBron James and Anthony Davis for at least 2 more seasons, getting DeMar Derozan to be the 3rd All-Star, the 3rd Superstar, would simply create an LA super team. The next team on this list is the New York Knicks, and the Knicks have recently been one of the more popular teams that want DeMar. Evan Massey says this: a name to watch for the New York Knicks in free agency is DeMar Derozan, source tell hoopanalysis.net. When talking about the Knicks this season, after getting Tom Thibodeau, after getting Derrick Rose, they're actually in playoff contention, and from what we're hearing, a lot of free agents have a lot of interest going to New York. Even though the Knicks aren't one of the better teams in the NBA when it comes to winning, they have arguably the best market in the NBA when it comes to fans, when it comes to support, and if DeMar Derozan feels he wants to be in the spotlight again, going to New York wouldn't be a bad idea. A fun fact to know is that in this upcoming offseason, the Knicks literally only have 6 players on their roster, which means when it comes to free agency, they're gonna have to sign a lot of free agents, and with them having money to offer DeMar Derozan a max contract, I wouldn't be surprised if DeMar accepts. DeMar is 31, he's still in his prime, he can still score and be a leader at a high level, and with the Knicks improving, DeMar would simply be a building block to a potential deep playoff run next season. The next team on this list is talking about the Toronto Raptors, and this scenario would simply be awesome as it would be DeMar going back to the team that drafted him, that basically developed him. A big rumor we just heard a few days ago is that if Kyle Lowry and the Raptors ultimately agree on a deal, DeMar in fact would be interested in signing a long-term deal with the Raptors. With the Raptors right now struggling and going for a full tank, they're gonna have a great draft pick in this year's draft, and if DeMar Derozan feels the Raptors could be better next year with an established Siakam, Lowry coming back, and of course Fred is there, DeMar wouldn't be a bad idea going back to the team that drafted him. I do believe the only way the Raptors can get him though is if DeMar Derozan, has to kind of lower his pride, because a few years ago they ultimately traded him away to ultimately get Kawhi Leonard. So for you Raptor fans out there that want a reunion, it has to start with DeMar Derozan first for giving the Raptors head office and front office that they traded him in the first place. Of course, the NBA is a business, I'm sure DeMar Derozan understands, but the point is, a Raptor reunion would be awesome. The next team on this list is talking about the Dallas Mavericks, and that's DeMar Derozan, joining Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. When talking about this upcoming free agency, the Dallas Mavericks are actually going to have a lot of clear cap space as they'll be losing Tim Hardaway Jr., who was a big part of their salary cap. With Luka Doncic going to keep developing and become one of the best players in the NBA, and of course KP as well, if he can be healthy and keep getting better, the biggest talk about the Dallas Mavericks is they need one more guy at that 4 position to kind of be a scorer and a reliable go-to guy if Luka is not there. And with DeMar Derozan being one of the best small forward shooting guards in the NBA, he's already established, a proven all-star, the Dallas Mavericks have stated that they're interested in him this offseason. Let's simply imagine this lineup of Luka, Josh Richardson, DeMar Derozan, maybe Dorian Finney-Smith, and then Kristaps Porzingis. I believe this team will simply be better than they are right now. With DeMar Derozan being one of the best mid-range shooters and finishers, Luka would simply have a great running partner on the wings and would elevate the Dallas Mavericks offense to a whole nother level. But the last team on this list is talking about the Miami Heat, and DeMar has been linked to the Heat on multiple occasions. When talking about this season, the Miami Heat made a lot of moves when it comes to trying to improve their roster, but ultimately if they fail, they might not re-sign Victor Oladipo or Goran Dragic, which gives them so much available possibilities when it comes to signing another max contract player alongside Jimmy and Bam. I do believe DeMar is better than Goran Dragic and Oladipo. He's a better option, but we're gonna have to see what the Miami Heat think when it comes to this year and how successful they are. The only problem I see about DeMar going to the Miami Heat is that both Jimmy and DeMar aren't great 3-point shooters, and I don't think surrounding Jimmy Butler with a non-3-point shooter isn't a good idea, but we've seen it in the past before. DeMar Derozan can shoot a 3-ball if it's absolutely necessary. The Miami Heat are going to have some money this offseason getting DeMar. It's been a big rumor, and honestly, both sides have interests. But ultimately guys, this wraps up my video today talking about DeMar Derozan and all the free agency rumors and some teams that should get him. What's most important to me is one of your thoughts. Which NBA team do you want to see DeMar Derozan on? Which jersey is it? Put your thoughts down in the comments below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!
I got angels flying all around.